Hello and welcome to another episode of All Strength.
No int.
This is Eric.
I'm back, and this is Edgar.
This is Lita.
And Oscar.
Damn, the fucking comes back in full force, dude.
Yeah.
High energy, man. We gotta go high energy. Don't worry,
He's
it'll dip in no
excited.
time.
He got married.
Yeah, congrats, man.
I know, right?
Yeah, he got married.
Yeah,
Hey, I'm glad one woman can make you happy.
right.
I hate you guys. Stupid. No.
So, have you guys even actually mentioned that on a podcast about what happened, or no?
Yeah.
Apparently, someone hasn't been listening.
Yeah.
I know. For
No.
real.
You know what? That's true. Whoops.
She's like, I've been on vacation and I have not listened. I was away.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what we talked about when you were gone.
gotcha.
Yeah.
So yeah, married to that Rita lady now.
So
Yeah,
not Rita. Rita.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
everyone knows. Everyone
In your
knows.
Rita face.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We also named the chicken after your wife.
You did.
That's right. Lita was actually telling me about that.
She could not stop laughing. I was like, but it was funny because
it
like
was funny.
she's like, I think you can name them, and I was like, really? And I picked it up and I started writing the name Rita. And as soon as I put it down, like within like a
No,
second, it's like, did you name it Rita? And I was like, holy shit, dude.
So you found out that they could be named.
Yeah. Yep. And then our journey began to try and find another one to name it Edgar, but
Yes, we want to name. We're gonna. Okay, so we're playing a game.
Wait, so what is this?
Yeah, we're playing Raft.
Mm.
So, Oscar and I started playing.
Mhm.
I like a little bit chill, calming games. You know, I
Mhm.
like a game where you can just gather and build, and you don't have to think a lot. And it has developed quite a bit.
It's an
It's a lot.
extremely casual game, yeah.
Yeah. But
So it's
has,
Minecraft.
yeah,
Sort
but
of.
you're on.
Yeah.
And there's more than just blocks, and there's a shark that's trying to kill you.
Mm.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Oscar suggested it and we started playing, and I love this freaking game. And that's where as you go on, you can get make your raft better and better, and you can start collecting animals at one point, which is where we were at. And that's where Rita came into the picture. And so now we need one more chicken so we can name it Edgar.
Yeah.
Edgar or Edgar?
Edgar. Yeah, it's gonna be EGGAR because that's really funny because it's a chicken. Because they lay eggs.
Edgar.
Mhm.
Edgar.
Yeah, so the game is like, it's like you start on like a 2x2, I think it was, raft. It's like each piece of the raft, it's like 4 pieces.
Yeah,
And then you just
super
have to
small.
collect, you have to collect items from the ocean, like trash from the ocean. And expand your raft, like build items, like a hammer to build, a spear to fight off the shark. Because the
So it's
shark
like
is...
building-
That's the what?
I was gonna say, so it's like building a spaceship, but a raft.
Yeah, and but the shark is constantly in the water and is constantly attacking your raft, and it'll break pieces off your raft if you don't like fight it off.
Nice.
So if you have like something on the edge, like if you have a water purifier or something, that's the thing you need to make. If it breaks the block that it's on, it destroys the thing too, so you
Yep.
lose all that.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so you have
So-
to keep an eye on it.
And your food and your water.
Yeah,
So you do have to kind of keep an eye on yourself as well as exploring and discovering cool little things. And then we had gotten our raft to like a pretty decent size. And then Oscar kind of, what did you make? What was the thing called that allows you to see GPS the coordinates?
it was just like a radar thing.
Oh yeah. And he was able to find part of the storyline, one of the big items that starts the storyline for us. So now we're doing the quest the quest line that's available for the game, and it's really cool.
Oh, so it's not just like an open world like build survival thing.
It is, but there's also a storyline part of it, and so
Yeah.
it makes it really fun. And
you actually,
super exciting.
yeah, you actually have to go through the story in order to unlock some parts, some more advanced parts for your boat. Like we found the schematics for an engine and the steering wheel
Yeah.
because we did part of the story, and I think in another part we found something else. I don't remember what we found the second one.
I know that we found the ability to make gas.
Oh yeah, biofuel. That's right.
Yeah, biofuel. And we recently found bees and bears.
Yeah. So with the radar, technically you
And
can find
Battlestar
bigger islands
Battlestar
easier.
Galactica.
Yeah. Yeah. So on there's islands and there's different size islands and different types of islands, and some of them are just like stone islands, and underneath is like usually a lot of ores usually around those. And then there's other islands that are a little bigger, but they have like trees and plants, and they'll still have like some little underwater parts. And underwater, you'll usually get like stone, clay, sand, scrap, and ores. And then there's bigger islands, like the biggest islands you can go to,
Mhm.
and those are the ones where you can actually walk around and you can find
Get
like
attacked. Get attacked by a giant eagle trying to kill you
yeah,
and stuff.
the eagle. There's like a boar.
Yeah, boars.
And on those islands you can find like dirt, which you can use to plant grass for animals, and you have to keep animals. There's llamas, there's goats, there's chickens, and each one drops a different thing, right? Like
Just resources you can use to make like different recipes of food.
I think the llamas drop fur, which you need along with leather that you get from killing the boars to make armor.
Oh.
Stuff like that, you know.
Well,
Yeah,
that'll be
we haven't
useful.
gotten
We
that
haven't
far
gotten
because yeah,
Wow.
because
It's
well,
so much
it's
fun.
we did, but we don't have a llama. Like we saw
Yeah.
one, but we didn't capture
It's
one
all-
because you have
and
to
it's
get
like,
gunpowder. You have to like kill these like puffer fish things that run
it's
at you and
really
explode.
difficult.
Yeah,
It sucks.
yeah,
It's pretty challenging, but there's been so many exciting parts of it. We were
Yeah.
able to get to a yacht which had like there was no lights on inside, and it's an
Yeah.
abandoned yacht. And
Well, it
while
was
we're
like a
going
giant cruise ship.
yeah, it was like a cruise ship or I don't know, it's just huge. And
Mhm.
it was like a you had to find clues to continue to go on to go to like to find how to get into certain rooms, and you had to find little parts. And so it was kind of like a
Mhm.
puzzle. And my favorite part of that was I'm like way behind behind you, Oscar, and all I hear is screaming. And I'm like, what is it? You're like, there's a giant rat. I just remember
Dude.
it was
It came out of
It
no.
was
It was okay.
horrible.
So, for some reason, we have the luck of like whenever we get to a place, it's always becoming nighttime. So
Yeah.
it gets dark. But I had a headlamp, but still, it just like came out of the fucking darkness. And
giant
attacked me.
rat.
Yeah, like that's not something we had seen until that ship.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
it startled the hell out of me.
It was the first time seeing that ever, and it was like the first time exploring something so cool like that. So I don't know. I'm really loving the game. We have played way too many hours already.
Yeah,
It's like
played a lot.
before we know it, it's 5 a.m. each time. But it's really fun.
That is true. Yeah. It was fun, and it's also like you when we started, you were like super scared of the shark, and
I
now you're
was.
like constantly trying to fucking murder it.
I will kill the shark. I'm super
Yeah.
good at it now.
That's mean.
no,
Lita.
no, he's killing and attacking us. You have to kill him.
You're supposed to
Mm,
train
they
him.
were vegan.
Oh my god.
No, remember, he started eating fish tacos after Hawaii, so he's got a taste for blood now.
hmm
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's made me brave. The game has made me brave.
Well, not really. I mean, once we encountered the eagle or the boar, you'd start freaking out again.
Scary. I still need to make a bow and arrow because otherwise I'm completely useless to help you.
Yeah, the bird is really annoying to kill.
Worse than the boar.
Yeah, the boar's pretty easy because you just kind of have to like dodge out of the way.
Yeah.
But
Because
the-
otherwise it impales you and drags you across the map.
yeah, but the eagle, it's like, oh god, you have to chase it down and wait for it to land. Even with the bow and arrow, it's kind of shitty.
Right. I think my second favorite thing besides the rat was when we finally found an island where we found bees. And
Oh yeah.
I didn't know that there was a bear, and Oscar knew there was a bear.
So she was like trying to grab bees with a net, and I saw this bear running down the hill, and I'm like, I'm gonna back up.
He didn't
and-
even warn me.
No, I was just like, I'm trying to get these bees, and she was looking up at the sky, right, trying to swipe the bees, and this
Such a
bear
ass.
just starts fucking charging her and hitting her. She's like, I think they're attacking me, and she's like, oh, it's a bear, it's a bear, it's a bear.
It was scary. They're big bears. And there were 2 of them. So, but yeah, I would recommend the game. I don't know if you guys would play it because you're pretty, I don't know. I think you like the actiony part of stuff a little bit more, but
Yeah.
for someone who likes a little bit more chill games, it is really, really fun.
I would
Lots of
say, well, also, I'd recommend you have at least one other person because by yourself it can get kind of boring and
Yeah.
very tedious because you have to do everything.
everything.
Yeah, with 2 people, it's like just kind of the right amount.
Yeah.
With 3
We can
people, it'd
manage.
probably be better. 4 might be quite a lot. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've never played with that many. I think I have played with 3 people. I'm not
I
sure.
Can you
think
play against people or no?
No.
No,
No.
it's co-op. You're working together. And you like it's really I honestly Oscar takes care of like the food.
Yeah.
And I've started doing like the building and the organizing of the stuff and
Mhm.
like us working together doing the collecting and then him like mostly taking care of like food and recipes and stuff actually has really saved us a lot. So
Yeah, it helps a lot, man. When you have like other people, you can just focus on like one thing. It's real nice because
he's
if
also
not,
the
it's like you're constantly having to watch out for the birds eating your food because you can plant
Right.
crops, or the shark
captain.
breaking
Shark.
your ship, and then you have to manage your water and you have to
And
manage
your
your food, and it's just like it's too much.
Yeah, by yourself it would be really difficult.
Well, it'd just be a lot of work, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it'd be
I
difficult.
don't know
'cause
if it would be as
by myself.
enjoyable.
I played by myself, and it is enjoyable to a certain extent.
Mm,
But it
Feeling
is
is
definitely
kind of
more fun when you have someone else because it just makes it easier.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like if you go down in single player, I mean you're dead. At least in multiplayer, you can have them carry you to a bed and you'll res, so you don't
yeah.
lose your inventory.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
You can't pick it up again or what?
no, it disappears when you get killed.
Oh shit.
Oh, that's rough.
Basically all your inventory's gone, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
whatever you're carrying in your backpack and stuff.
I should
Yeah.
never play this game. I love hoarding.
Same.
I mean that is actually the
what
objective
the
of the game,
game
man.
is.
Like literally just hoard the fuck out of everything.
Yep.
Collect
We've
as
got-
much as you can because you'll use it all.
You're gonna use it. We've got like
Jesus.
how many storage boxes do we have now? I don't even know.
Probably like 10, and they're
And
full,
growing.
and we're always low on something. It's
Yep.
always something. It's usually wood though. Recently,
Yeah,
although it's getting better because we finally managed to plant like extra trees
Trees.
because we've expanded
on
the
our
raft.
ship, on our raft.
Yeah, we've
Wow.
expanded it to 2 levels. We're getting close to the 3rd level now.
Mhm.
Hey, what the hell? So this is like a multi-tiered
Yep. You can build that.
living raft that you walk on.
Yep. So we are
Or houseboat. There you
the
go.
way that's right. So as what I'm doing right now is I'm working on getting towards 3rd tier. So like 1 tier is just going to be the animals, 1 tier is just going to be storage, 1 tier is just going to
Noah's Ark?
Pretty much.
So yes, Noah's Ark. We need LL Amas.
Yeah, we need them.
LL Llamas.
LL Ama.
Yamas.
Yamas. There you go.
Yeah, it's been fun.
But yeah.
It's surprisingly, like I said, I there are some times where you just want to relax, and that is a pretty relaxing game. I have to say, in the beginning, it was a little rough because you're just
You're
starting
playing
to
with
make
Lita.
well,
Shut up.
teaching someone to play that's afraid of the one thing that's gonna kill you. You know,
Shut up.
and then, but aside from that, it's just like all the like you don't have any of the tools, so you're constantly low on stuff, and the stuff that you have is like the starter stuff, right? You have like a shitty water purifier that can only purify one thing at a time.
Right.
One little grill that can cook one thing at a time, and then so it's hard, especially when you have multiple people and you're not collecting as much or quickly enough. And but now we have like a grill, which like a 3 things at a time. We have a
Big
like
grill.
yeah, a water purifier. We have like a cooking pot.
3
So
of
it's
them.
real nice.
Yeah.
Don't have to worry
It's-
about it as much.
We're at the point where we're getting self-sufficient, especially because you have the ability to build nets around your raft that'll capture stuff that's floating in the water.
As long
And-
as you pass through it, yeah.
Yeah, and so now I think we're getting to the point where that is actually even better too. Like I feel like we're collecting a lot more than we were before. So
Oh yeah, it helps so much because because early in the game you have to do all the catching of the stuff, right? You have to throw your hook out and you have to like collect all the items manually. But now with those nets, you can be doing something else and don't have to be collecting because that stuff will collect it. And now we have like wood and stuff on our boat, so we don't have to
Right.
necessarily worry about that. And we're growing like palm trees, so we'll get palm fronds. And the only thing we really need is like plastic, and then like the scrap
Or
and the ores. Yeah.
oh, the ore is so bad. Like there's so many times where we're like working on a project and then we've got to we have to find an island now because now we need to kill the shark, go under the water and get as much ore as possible. And if you're lucky, you're at an island that actually has a lot of ore because it's pretty rare.
Yeah.
It's really fun though. I'm really enjoying it. 10 out of 10 would recommend.
Yeah. It's a pretty chill game. Like I said, sometimes you just want to chill, relax.
On the
It's
other
nice.
hand,
Yeah, on the other hand.
Went up to murderous shark killer.
that on the complete opposite spectrum, you guys have started forcing people to play Smite.
You
Even
haven't
for
forced
snow,
anyone. What the fuck?
What the fuck? I know.
Forcing.
How's that on the opposite?
I actually really because it's like not relaxing at
Oh
all.
yeah,
I am
It's
stressed.
relaxing if you're good.
No, okay,
It's
what- you know what?
competitive.
it's competitive.
Yeah.
It's really fun though. Like I was showing Oscar like I was playing when I was playing by myself. It was obviously earlier in the day, so I
Mhm.
think not all the good players were online. But
It's MMR.
no, I was, but like I was kicking butt.
That's what I'm saying. MMR.
It's also like because she's like level 1 or 2 or what are you, 3 or 4, something like that.
Now
She's-
I'm
she-
10.
Okay, wow. Damn, you
Is
leveled
there-
up quick then by
Is
yourself.
there like an account level in that too, or what?
Is there what?
An account level or a player level, like aside from MMR, or what?
Yeah, it's your level as you know how many times you've played matches and stuff like that. You level up. MMR
wow.
is like you can have like a rank, an actual ranking if you play ranked games,
Right.
but you can't play rank until like you're level 30. I think.
Okay, so
I
it's
think
following the same thing as like League or whatever.
Sure. I haven't played League, so I don't know. But yeah, you have to get to level. It's just to ensure that you understand the game before you just
Right.
jump into rank.
Right, and I mean it actually takes quite a bit to get to that like level 30 or whatever. So
Right. Yeah. It's significant amount of time. And I also think I think you also have to have a certain amount of gods mastered. I think it's 10.
Oh really?
I
What?
think so. Yeah. So there's also god mastery. So the more you play a god, the more you'll master it. You'll gain like worshippers is what it's called because they're gods.
that's clever and thematic.
Yeah, and so you'll reach mastery 1 and then mastery 2, and then when you reach certain mastery levels up to I think 10, you can unlock the ability to purchase with in-game currency
Oh cool.
the like special skins. I think one of them's like gold and one of them's diamond. I don't remember what the other one is. There's a third one below that, I think.
Hmm.
I think it's like
Is Golden Diamond like the rarity or like how good it is?
No.
it's just your mastery level.
Yeah.
It's just that you've played it so much that you've mastered the god, so you
I
can.
see.
It gives you the ability to purchase the diamond colored skin or whatever, and that's the only way to unlock that. And I think there are some like. I'm not sure if there is, but I saw there's some like achievements tied to like specific gods, which I find that's really cool. And I don't know if you get anything because I was looking at like the info page for one of the gods, and it said as this character do this, right? And I don't know if you get something for completing that, like a little, maybe like a special like emote or like a special gesture because the
Do
game.
you get extra favor?
You probably just get more of the stuff you can buy stuff.
Oh, okay. I mean I don't know, but I thought it was cool.
Because I did with what's it Mulan yesterday.
Uh-huh.
I
Mulan?
killed 2 people. Yeah, I killed 2 people with my my ult,
Uh-huh.
and they gave me like an achievement thing, and they gave me like 500 favor for that.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that's cool. Little bonus
mean-
incentives.
Can't beat extra favor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So favors
how-
used to buy like alternate skins and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean I
And characters,
remember
right?
it sounds
Yeah.
like it's changed a lot in like what 2 years or something like that.
Not really.
I think you know what? When I played the first time, I remember it being extremely similar. I just think that they've like the
Iron things out or something.
yeah,
Yes.
like I felt like it looks really smooth compared to the first time that we
Oh
played.
my god, the graphics are so much better than they used to be.
Okay,
dude.
because that's the thing. Like I remember kind of seeing. I don't know if they were promoting it again, but on like Twitch, and it definitely looked better and it's slightly different. You know.
Yeah, they've changed the maps quite a bit. I think they've finalized their choice on it. They've added new game modes. Because
So,
I know there's what is it?
Is it normally still like the Dota concept with like the 3 lanes and stuff? Or
There
what?
is-
Conquest.
Yeah, that's called Conquest. There's another one called Joust, which is a 3v3, and it's a single lane.
And we did perfect on that one last time.
Yeah, we were great. Probably
Right,
should
Lita?
What?
exactly.
Yeah.
And there's I think there's one called Clash, which is like a 4v4, and I think that has 2 lanes. No. I think that one has one. I don't remember how many lanes. And there's another one that's like called Siege. I think that's the 4v4, and that's 2 lanes for sure. And you can get like siege monsters to help you kind of push the lanes and stuff like that. And there's like a mini jungle in the area, in the center area. I don't know.
Wait,
There's,
so-
I know. Well,
and there's arena and there's assault.
oh, Arena. That's the one that we used to play, right?
Yeah, we played a lot of arena.
No. I
Yeah.
mean, when I used to play with you guys, I think we only did the 3v3 the first time.
Joust.
No,
Yeah. Yeah.
not with me then.
I
Well,
don't know.
I just remember that it the way it looked, where you're just kind of like running one way. There's not, like it's pretty straight to get to the other end. I remember that.
She might have just played when it was us versus friends, because back in the day we used to play with a lot of people, so
Yeah.
there'd be times where we had way more than 5 people,
Maybe. Yeah.
so we might have done like a 3v3 just between us.
We've done 3v. I only done 3v3 like 4 times, dude. That's why. But it was me, you, and oh man, what's the guy's name?
Run.
Yeah,
Yeah.
where we would play 3v3, but it
Mhm.
wasn't. I don't remember Lita playing 3v3 with me on that.
I don't remember her playing 3v3 either, but it's possible. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, we did so well the last one with her, so pretty sure it was.
Okay. You know what? Shut up. I have gotten better, and let me tell you why. Because you guys are higher level than I am when I play with you, and therefore the difficulty of the players is higher. Like it's kind of, I think it averages out, right? Based on what your guys' all of our levels are.
That's what I would say.
Yeah. So I feel like I'm playing people who actually know how to play, which actually has helped me, because when I played by myself, I was sending like Oscar my screenshots of my games. Like they were really good.
Yeah,
I was
that's
getting-
ridiculous, dude.
Quite a few kills. So like I knew it's Medusa. Is it Medusa that I've been playing? Yeah, right?
Yeah.
So like I actually understand her mechanics a lot better. I know that if I combo certain moves, that I will like eliminate somebody right away if they're not, they're stupid. So
Right.
but
Well.
yeah, I'm really enjoying it now. As long
Yeah.
as I know the game mechanics, I'll be fine. But yeah, I'm not as good as you guys, but I'm better than the other people because I've been forced to play with you people. So
With me and you
What do you
people.
mean, you people. See,
Oh
I
my
knew
God.
it.
But yeah, it's, and that's kind of one thing that I wish I told Eric, that I wish they had the achievements in place, like back when we used to play, like when it started. Obviously they wouldn't have had them, but
Right.
still needed to work it out. But dude, if they had those achievements, dude, I would have so many of the achievements already for like some of the older gods that I used to play. Because I've looked at the thing and I'm like, I've done that before and I'm just getting them. And it's kind
Yeah.
of annoying because I played probably in 2014, 15, and I think the game came out in 2013. So I played when it was in beta. So
Same
Yeah.
here.
yeah,
That's when I played with you as well. That's why I still had the account.
yeah.
Wait, when I played, was that beta or was that already launch?
I don't know when you played.
Me either.
But
I
I know
know
I know that if in beta you reached level 30, then they would give you a special skin for Emir.
Hmm.
And I don't know if any of you guys played that.
No, I
much
probably
during that time.
didn't because I think we've definitely played like in 3 small times. I guess I think
Mhm.
one was beta, there were 2 other times after probably beta then, but I don't think I ever completed the level 30 thing. I think.
I don't know. I don't. For some reason, like I guess people that haven't logged in a long time just don't show up on my friends list. So I don't know. Like Lita's name didn't show up until she logged in, and then her name popped back up on my friends list.
Right.
Gotcha.
But there's other people that are on there that I haven't seen on, but I guess they must have been on at some point recently or whatever. And yeah.
It took me 2 days to log in.
It took you like a week, bro. I don't know what you're talking about.
2 days in.
Well, like a day, and then I forgot about it, and then the next day
forgot about. Oh,
you didn't.
You did not want to play at all. You're just like.
I think we rate. I think we had rated.
No. We asked you to play. I don't want to play that game.
Yeah.
No, I think it was
that's
like
exactly what you said, Lita.
You definitely were very against it, and it was just like pulling teeth.
Yeah, I kind of didn't want to play, but then.
Oh, what gave gave that away?
No,
you're so secret about it.
No, I remember now. I remember like not feeling like I wanted to, but I can't remember if I told you guys that.
No, you definitely made it very clear that you did not want to play.
Yeah.
You're like, how about we play a game that we can all play, like Raft? I'm like, yeah, we don't have it.
Oh yeah, and then you ended up playing something else, and then Oscar and I started playing Raft.
Well, the problem was that you were trying to download Vermintide, but it was gonna be like 2 hours or something crazy.
2 hours download.
And I was just like, let's just play Raft.
Yeah.
Because that's a quick, easy download.
Yeah, it was worth it. 10 out of 10.
Yeah, but yeah, it's been fun, and I've been recording the matches. So if you guys want to watch me, on YouTube.
Shameless plug. Loud on YouTube.
Yeah.
Shameless plug.
What?
We're going back to being a YouTuber, man.
Just recording matches. I'm not really commentating or anything.
Oh,
I mean, he has been linking them in our group chat. Glad you guys pay attention.
Yeah.
Well, I've been watching them anyways because I pay attention to what you guys post. So.
Yeah. You actually watch the videos? Wow.
Yeah.
I'll help you learn.
Getting those views.
I'm gonna learn. It's so funny. The Cupid, Eric, how are you? The tiny little thing. You're right, Oscar. When you posted that, you're like, I didn't realize how small Cupid was. Like he is
tiny.
So and
that
Eric,
thing's hilarious. That thing is.
Eric, it's so funny when you kill people with it. It's like, oh.
It's like there's a little kid running around in the field, and these fucking giant monsters just trying to murder him.
He's just murdering everybody.
And it's funnier because you're like the little devil Cupid or whatever.
Yeah.
It's so funny. But there's a thing about that. We're talking about the graphics and the improvements. There are skins that are from the original like versions of the gods because they've reworked a lot of them. One of them is like Vamana, and his used to be like this fat, chubby, like baby thing. It was really weird. And now they made him to like a slightly leaner, better looking person. But if you bought,
don't be fat shaming, dude.
I wasn't fat shaming. I was just saying that's what he looked like.
Detailing. That's not fat shaming.
Yeah, and but if you have if you had purchased one of the skins back then, you get to keep it. So it's the old model, and it just looks so bad. Like the detail is still real shitty. Like they didn't update the graphics for that part.
Yeah,
there's some of the old skins that just look terrible. And now, what?
I like how the 8-bit ones or the 16-bit, whatever the hell, ones look.
Oh, they got like 16-bit avatars or whatever.
Yeah.
Skins.
Well, they actually have Avatar.
What?
No, the Airbender. That just came out.
Oh, that Avatar. So
yeah.
I've never actually seen that show. Like, I've never understood why everybody like loved it so much.
It's really good, and that's why it's just a good show.
Like, hearing about it, but I don't know. I didn't realize it was during our generation, quote unquote.
Nickelodeon, dude.
Oh, right. You had to have cable for that.
I mean, I watched it. I didn't have cable.
Nice.
Yeah, it's actually, I watched it. It's funny because I watched it and then I look over or I start I was paying attention to what Gio was watching on YouTube, and it's all Avatar episodes. So he just finished the season.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's a good show.
Yeah, it's really good.
The Legend of Korra is coming out on Netflix like in 2 weeks, I think.
Oh, is it?
Is that like different, or is it?
Yeah, it's
like the second part of it. I didn't hear as much about that one as I did of the first part, so I don't know how good it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Or how good
I didn't even know it was part of it until like the freaking Battle Pass thing.
Yeah. Well, they do have a Battle Pass in Smite, so.
But that's what I'm saying. The Battle Pass shows the stupid Legend of Korra Avatar thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
This actually goes together.
Yeah. But we've been having fun, and we're all, well, when we first started, Eric and I, it was a little rough to get back into it.
Yeah.
To say the least, because, man, there's so many new gods now. I would say there's probably, when we started, there was maybe like 30 or 40, maybe even maybe 50, and now there's probably over 100. So, yeah. A lot of learning.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
they're not too different.
So. You guys put me to shame, so.
I mean, you didn't do terrible.
Yeah.
Like, you're I mean, you're not wrong. You're not like a terrible gamer. You're just, and yeah,
everything takes practice.
Yeah, especially that game. I feel like besides learning the god, it's also learning what the other gods do.
Yeah.
And so that you can coordinate with other people and learn to avoid, certain situations where you might, like I told you, where you were telling me that you used with Medusa, you'd like slither into a bunch of them and then mess them up because you could do that. And I'm like, well, you got to be careful because there are counters to you. So if you slither in, someone can possibly stun lock you before you get off what you need to do, and then they'll just kill you outright.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a risk and reward kind of thing, but also knowing like seeing if someone just used their stun, you know that is out of the way, so you can go in and stun them yourself or whatever.
Right.
And then, mess them up. Yeah, punish for, whatever. Whatever
actually
they call it.
For those opportunity moments.
Right. And it also helps having people that you actually can communicate with. The game has built-in like communication system, which is really detailed. Like, I feel like they have a lot of commands, but you have to learn the commands.
So is that like the circle and whatever that you can choose?
No, you type in like the letters, like
VV something.
Bottom left side. Yeah. See, okay, I know that you can because I tried to play Ymir, and I have apparently did really, really bad, and people were telling me how bad I was. So I know that it works.
What?
Yeah.
You're not that bad. What?
I never played him.
I think he's joking.
He was my friend. I know he's joking. I'm just saying. I'm just saying it was my first time playing him, and I had barely what he does. So
look, I played him before, and I did pretty terrible when I played him. I mean, maybe not as bad, but still pretty bad. It's just like he is a little more skill based because, like you have a wall, like the comparison to Mei, because Mei has a wall also.
Right.
If you misplace your wall, you're screwing your team hard. And then you can bring it down, but a lot of people don't know that or don't do it, or they're not paying attention, noticing that they're screwing their team, and it just kind of like, it's a big thing. And then if you miss your freeze, you're kind of useless because that's the big thing with Ymir. It's just, as a tank. But yeah, so it's a little challenging. He's a little, I would say he's not the easiest, but he's also definitely not the hardest.
People were mad at me.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand that.
I mean, like, I understood what they did, but I didn't realize like how important it was, And so I made a million, and plus, okay, every single character, you really do have a little bit of, you need to know your max distance that you can be away from the other characters, So it's learning that too for each character you're playing, where one may have a lot more reach, the other is going to be real close, and because of the way the game is played, you can't exactly see directly above you to know how much space you have,
Right. Yeah. It's like over their shoulder or over their head sort of thing. Yeah. And I also feel like playing with people, like I like playing Assault because you get random gods.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like it's a good way to learn, because I feel like playing Arena, where you pick the gods, right? And it's like, you're kind of set to like certain gods. There's certain gods that will probably never be picked in Arena because they're just not good in Arena.
Yeah.
And I kind of, that kind of sucks. And you kind of see the same-ish gods in Arena all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't like that. And that's why I like playing Assault, because you see everything and you have to like find a way to coordinate with other people within not an ideal team. So like we played a match where the other team had all hunters for some reason. And they just got totally destroyed because they couldn't defend. And there's been times where it's like the whole team is pretty much all tanks, and they're just like, sometimes they dominate and sometimes they don't. And you just gotta figure out like, okay, that guy went tanky because he's a tank, and I guess as a tank though, I'll just go magical damage, because that's really the only thing I can do.
I think that, and it also helps that like you can mouse over what the characters are in the character while people are picking.
Yeah.
So you can see like, are they a mage? Are they, so you got all the different
the role.
You can kind of gauge. That's what helped me decide if I was going to play a hunter or if I was going to switch.
Yeah.
And
it also tells you at the top right of the screen, like low physical, low magical, no tank.
Oh, I did not notice that. I'm going to have to look at that.
Yeah, it does that every. It should do that pretty much all the time in Arena.
Okay.
Usually for Arena, you go like 2 magical damage, 2 physical damage, and then the tank, which is always magical.
Is that the meta nowadays, or what?
I mean, for Arena, I would. That's the way that I play it. But yeah, you can play it however you want. I mean, we've had matches where we go.
You have to play the meta or you lose.
Right? Don't.
That's not.
We
true.
played all tanks in one.
Yeah, see, that's what I want to get to. Like, I was gonna mention that. I was like, I want to get to the. No, it's good. No, it's good that you brought it up. It's a good segue. It was like, we used to play before, and it was to the point where we played with people so often that we kind of dominate for the most part in Arena.
Yeah.
So we're like, let's add a challenge to it. So this match, let's play this pantheon. We'll play only Greek gods, or we'll play only Chinese gods, or whatever. Or let's just play hunters, or let's just play tanks, and we try to win that way. And sometimes it worked and sometimes it didn't, and we were just having fun. But everyone was, at that level where they weren't learning the god, so it wasn't like frustrating for them. It was just kind of like, that was fun, let's do something else. And then we do that, and it's like, oh, let's try this now. And it was just kind of like a fun little thing we did just to add extra spice to the game, because we were in a group constantly, and we did fairly well because everyone was pretty good at the game. I don't know. I found that really fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
I do agree.
Yeah, and I remember one time we did we did all mages, I think, and then we had one random, and we're like, well, let's see if he goes all mages. He joins us in being a mage, and he actually said, let's test the meta. And he ended up picking a mage also, and we actually ended up winning. We like dominated the other team with all mages. And it just go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was gonna say, me and Oscar got to the point where we didn't even have to call stuff out. Like, we just knew what was coming next from him or
Yeah, there was. I'm sad that she took it down. She I guess she didn't keep those videos. I don't know. She made them private. But there was one match that one of the people we used to play with, she recorded the episode, and it was Eric as Poseidon, I think.
Yeah, you were
Kukulkan. Yeah. And we ultied at pretty much at the same time. So his knocked them up into the air, and then my dragon swooped in and destroyed them, and it just completely wiped them out.
Dragon, I love that ult. I remember.
Yeah. Dude, it was so
it was
fun.
Perfectly synced. We couldn't have done it better.
Right. If we called it out, I think we would have messed it up. And that's something that I told Eric too and Lita when we were playing. I'm like, I think I'm gonna stop calling out my ult, because I think we do better when I don't call it out and you guys just kind of follow up. Because I feel like when I say that I'm gonna ult, you guys kind of back off.
Right.
And you wait. Whereas when I don't call it out and they're just kind of out of position and I can get them, you guys can quickly turn because you're already engaged.
Right. And because you're already pushing.
Yeah.
You know? So like you're gonna be, instead of showing it like, oh, there's some empty space right now, it's like, no, you're push, then you big hit and then push, you know?
Right. Yeah. And I feel like the matches where I haven't really called them out every time, we've done a lot better. I've been playing Ares a lot, which is another thing in Arena that I kind of don't like because, like I said, you kind of see the same gods over and over.
Yeah.
But I mean, I still love playing Ares, but I feel like if I'm gonna record episodes, I need to to play different gods because if not every episode is gonna be Ares because I really enjoy him. I really like his ult, just chaining everyone and then pulling them in and then stunning them. So much fun.
Yeah, you did really well with Achilles, right?
No, I did not. That was awful. Oh, God.
You missed everything.
Dude, I could not land my ult at all. Even with Athena, man, God, I could not. What's that?
Is it like a skill shot?
So yeah, sort of. So it's like an execute. So and you're like charging up, and then he'll lunge forward a little bit, and if you connect, it'll kill him. But if you don't, then yeah, I think everything is a skill shot in that game. There's very few things that are just auto aimed.
Nice. What is the other hunter that I play?
You're playing it.
It starts with the N. Neith. That one.
Twice.
Oh, nice lady. But her ult is auto. You just have to make sure that you're actually clicking on the right person, but it does hit every time.
It doesn't hit every time because if someone gets in front of it.
Oh, okay. Well, that's different.
It can be blocked by a person. Also, sometimes if you don't let it, like, if it doesn't charge all the way, they can dash out of the way of it.
Really?
Yeah. So sometimes I don't know if they've changed that, but I'm pretty sure that was the thing before where if it wasn't fully locked on, they could still dash out of the way. Because there's a lot of ults where if you let them charge up all the way, they do more damage or whatever. But sometimes you can just fire them early and you'll get it. Like the Neith one is pretty easy to land, yeah. But a lot of them are like, there are quite a few things that are skill shot based. Like Ares ult isn't really skill one either. It's kind of just like an AoE thing and it just automatically grabs everyone. But his one is like chains that shoot out individually, and that is a skill shot, and that'll prevent people from jumping away or using any kind of like movement buff on themselves, so they can't run away. So they're essentially stuck there, which is fun. Yeah, I don't know.
Milan is like, you had the combo. The more you combo, the more damage you do.
Yeah, a lot of the attacks are kind of like conal or like kind of like a tube, so they're not that heavy like skills. Required, but there are some that are very skill required, and it's kind of easy to miss, and you have to, properly.
Yeah, I'm definitely grateful for the attacks that have a slight AoE.
Yeah.
Auto aim.
Yeah. those are the winners.
Yeah. I remember Edgar didn't really like the game. I feel like, if I remember right.
I know you were big into League at that time.
Not really, even.
You were playing.
I've not really been big in League.
But
don't be shy. You were. Don't be shy.
No, I don't know. Like, I remember it was fun playing with everybody. I don't know if we just kind of all stopped playing at once because, I don't know, any type of MOBA game sucks with randoms.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
It does.
So once everybody's like not playing, then it's like, I don't want to play with randos.
Well,
because then it's like I'm yelling for nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, we actually did have like a pretty bad encounter in one of our matches recently where one of our oh my god, he was the tank and the guy was so mad. He's like, mage and hunter kill stealing. And I was like, what? And then the Eric was like, yeah, I don't do any damage at all. He was the hunter. And and then someone else was like, dude, you're the tank. Like, this was another random. And this dude got like super like offensive. Like he started saying like homophobic slurs to people and stuff like that. And it's just like, dude, calm down, man. Like, and then when the match ended, we looked at the damage he did. He did 4,000. And Eric did like 20,000. It was ridiculous. Like the difference.
27,000. He did 4,000.
Yeah.
Well, how much health does a player typically have?
Like 2 to 4,000.
Oh
Yeah.
wow. Yeah, he did nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, he was.
nothing.
That is extremely low.
I mean,
He was complaining that I was kill stealing.
You and the mage, which was the Scylla.
that makes sense that hunters and mages would kill, right? Because they're the carries
Yes.
in a sense.
Yes, that makes sense. But
Yeah.
this guy was like, no, they're kill stealing and stuff
I
like
mean,
that.
tanks can kind of be bruisers, but they're not gonna go the long term.
Why does it matter if you're quote unquote kill stealing anyways if the whole goal is just to win the match?
No, the thing is, if certain people get fed money faster, they will do better in the late game.
That is
That's-
true, but we were playing Assault, which is not necessarily. I mean, everybody will get to the level 20
Which
pretty
was
much if it's a
Assault.
long game, and it doesn't.
It's only
Oh.
one lane. You get random heroes.
Gotcha.
And you can't go back to the shop to buy unless you die.
Ah.
So that's why it doesn't necessarily matter. I mean, it does affect it a little bit, but I feel like the gold is shared fairly evenly. You might get like a slight advantage, but not by much.
It is pretty big.
Is it? I don't know.
Because in that game, I was like, what? In the beginning, I was like 7-0 or something like that.
Yeah.
And it had a lot of gold. And you can see the lead between you guys and myself. When
okay.
it says gold. It actually shows you like gold acquired for the.
Yeah.
I was like
yeah,
4,000 or 5,000 Bob or whatever.
I guess that's true. I don't know. Either way, I mean, we weren't playing Conquest. I think it matters more in Conquest.
Yeah,
which is the 3-lane one. Yeah. But in this one, I don't feel like it matters as much.
Hmm.
I mean, I feel, and especially in Arena, I feel like it matters more to secure a kill because that's 5 tickets you're deducting for every god you kill, enemy god. But more importantly, I feel like the minions are more important because that's also 1 ticket each.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know you had tickets for that.
Yeah, so you kill an enemy minion, it deducts 1 ticket from the enemy team. You kill the big minion, it deducts 1 ticket from the enemy team. You kill an enemy god, it's 5 tickets. If you push your big minion in, it deducts 15 tickets. So that's the biggest one. So that's the most important one. That's why I try to push it in all the time, but we usually don't go for that.
Like a tug of war thing or
No, it's just I mean, kinda
push of war?
a push of war. There we go.
Yeah, so the big minion, if you're like behind it, if you're behind your minion or near it, he keeps walking. He kind of like forced to walk. But if you're not near him, he'll stop and fight whatever's in front of him.
Right.
So you can't technically force him into their portal, but the other team can kill it before it gets there, obviously.
Right. Which is obviously the goal.
Yeah, and it spawns every 10 kills. So whenever your team gets 10 kills total, then it'll spawn. So that's why I'm like, I don't think it matters as much in Arena because you want to kill as many things as possible, and it doesn't really matter who gets the kill necessarily. But, whatever.
I didn't know that it spawned after 10.
Yeah, every 10. There's a counter on the right side, I think, of the screen for your team and for the enemy team, and it tells you where they're at till your next big guy spawns. And there have been matches where it's like, where we dominated completely, where the other team had like 1 minion spawn and we had like 4.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. It's pretty fun though. I love it. I was hesitant to play, like Eric said at first. I think it was frustrating to try to just remember my username and password, let alone having to relearn it. But I was like, you know what? Let me give it a try.
Got it for you.
And then we played, and it was really fun, even though I sucked. And then I started playing just by myself with random bugs each time, and that was actually really fun.
Yeah, it gets worse once people start getting better because people start getting real like bitchy about you not being good and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But when you're learning, I feel like people are just kind of like, you're learning, you're low level, whatever.
Yeah. But as you get higher, you probably need to be at least decent on something.
Yeah, that's why I like playing with other people. That's why I always have at least Eric playing with me so that I can.
It's Eric, get it right?
I'm sorry, Eddie.
So is Eric or Eric?
I just call him little E. So.
You okay?
Which is funny.
Yeah. Your brother's actually pretty good at the game. I think he's continued to play.
Here.
Yeah.
I've been drinking. I had 2 beers.
Oh shit! Cut it off.
Right?
So yeah, fun game. I think we should play again sometime.
And I'm still want to play Vermintide. Dang it!
Did you install it?
I think it's done. Yeah.
Well, you never said anything, so.
Oh, sorry. 2 hours. 2 hours was up a while ago.
Well, I don't know if you left it running or not, because
yeah.
okay, we'll do that. Eric has the game too, so.
I don't want to.
Well, it's your choice. We're not gonna force you, Eric.
Do
That's not what we do here.
it, Eric. This is your conscience.
Dude, I feel bad for you if that's your
I
conscience.
know. Fucking shoot myself. No wonder people commit suicide.
Oh my god.
You guys all suck. And it's all quiet. And then at the same time, all three of you made fun of me.
I didn't hear Edgar making fun of you, but I'm gonna take your word for it.
I was the one that said get rid of it.
He's like, oh man,
Oh.
I got rid of it.
I missed that.
It suck. I would be a good conscience.
Yeah, but besides Smite and being fun, and I know you guys have been having fun in WoW. Eric
Yeah.
recently
Got
got
my Thunder Fury.
the Blessed Blade of the Windseeker or some shit.
Blessed Blade of the Windseeker.
Whatever.
Get it right, Oscar.
I don't play that game.
How rare it is, Eric.
Took me 20 years to get it. 20 years to get it.
20
Yeah.
years. Well, because they're saying because when they played Classic previously and now they're playing Classic again. And
It was
20 years.
vanilla.
I mean, how long was Classic out before the expansion came out? The first expansion.
Before Burning Crusade.
2 years.
2 years.
2 years?
So it really only took 3 years
don't
of
know.
actual
I don't
Classic
remember.
playing.
We did MC a couple times, so
Oh, well, maybe 4 years then.
I mean, the biggest thing is like even if we just took into account right now, like the current classic release up until last week when he finally got it, it's been almost a year. Like,
That's what I said,
11
like if you guys played up to Burning Crusade and you started right away and it was 2 years and it's about 3 years, maybe even 4 if you continued to do it.
Uh-huh.
So
right, but I mean, like if we're
he's
just
just saying right now in class.
ah,
I think the main I don't know. I feel like they might make it faster because people actually understand the game mechanics now and know what gear to look for and know what the best builds are. I feel like
but that doesn't affect drops at all. Like
that's true.
0%.
I mean, I what I mean is that it just makes games actually manageable, like and actually understanding exactly how to
actually, I
run.
think having the builds doesn't make a difference because you clear shit faster. Whereas people might have not finished clearing like in a week. They are for sure clearing in a week now.
Right, but I mean that was the biggest change with well, not change, but I guess realization of the current people that are playing it. Like there's a way to do it better, like to min-max. So obviously clears of certain dungeons or raids are happening a lot faster nowadays because so much more finally like came to light. Because I mean, World of Warcraft when it first came out was like not the first of its kind, but at the
first
size
game for a lot of the first MMO for a lot of people.
Yeah.
it was like probably one of the first like large scale MMOs. I mean, I know that there was Quest and other stuff before that, but to the extent of effort that like Blizzard put into WoW, like this was the first of its kind.
Yeah.
And everybody came in like without any idea that there was going to be a competitive part or that you had to be like super min-maxy because of numbers being better than others. And I mean, back when we played it, we just got the gear that looked cool and that we thought was going to be like better for us, even though we did like zero math or theory crafting with it.
Listen,
and now
that's the only way to play.
And I mean, now people have done that nonstop. So yeah, you can just find sheets that are already made for you and what you have to like hunt for to make your character the best ever.
Yeah, it's so boring to play like that. Because then
Yeah,
everybody
I
has the
mean,
exact
it's
same
true.
shit. There
People
is no
want it-
difference. Everyone is equal, and it is boring as fuck.
Oh
Wow, dude. So Black Lives
Oscar.
don't.
What?
I said, so black lives don't matter to you, huh? No equality?
It's boring when people are equal.
Oh my
It's not
God.
even this thing.
I know.
No,
I'm just
he's
kidding.
like, it's boring, damn it. That's all I'm saying is boring. You know what? There are times like if I can't play by myself. Like before, when I played the first round of WoW, like I started playing directly before Burning Crusade came out. So like I had maybe only done a few levels, and then BC came out. So I didn't really get to enjoy Classic. So a lot of parts of Classic is fun, like the rating specifically, just because I never did any of those. You know,
Funner.
yeah,
Or fun.
it's more fun.
More fun.
Did I say funner?
I don't know.
I said funner last time, and you're like,
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot.
Got her.
Yeah, no, but I when I used to play would sit there for hours playing by myself, collecting just like herbs to sell on AH. And now I can't really play by myself. Like I don't think it's fun. I really don't want to sit there and just do nothing. I want to have a goal. So
collecting herbs is not a goal.
Huh?
Collecting herbs is not a goal.
I mean, it is for money, but for gold. But like, I don't know. I just feel like I can't keep my attention as long as I used to for that. Like, I've lost interest in just sitting there and collecting to sell.
It's like, goddamn, growing up, like, give you responsibilities and stuff.
Now I have to, heal people in raid. Did you see my heals yesterday? By the way, I did really good.
oh, finally, fuck.
Oh, shut up! I told one of our guys. I whispered him, and I said I said, see, it's hard when T's not here because he's so good, and it like always helps so much in the raid. But literally, the only time I'm gonna make any boss like on the level or be top hills or anything is if T's not there, which sucks. It's like it's a lose-lose, I think, but. I don't know. It's he's great. I aspire to be as strong and as great as T is. So
Well, it's not really that though. It's just
he's so good.
I mean, he is good. I'm not saying that,
Yeah.
but it's the way that the mechanics work back in Classic. Like, since HOTS don't stack, he will have priority over yours, so you literally just can't beat him.
Yeah. No, but like, I mean, even still, when we did when we were at RAG, he normally doubles that amount of heals. Like I did 27, 20, 25. He will do double that amount. It's insane. So like I can't, he always is top heals. He does such a good job.
So anyways, Eric, because of the Thunder Fury, how does that feel, or
how's
the
it
change?
Yeah.
Oligar.
No, I mean we did all of
every single
Blackwing Lair with it.
I know, but not all of it.
The part is Oligar, so it makes it easier to tank.
Yeah.
Just my biggest thing is dying right now.
Well, I liked. What did you do? I can't remember. I think you had every single friggin' one of the golems for Gar.
Oh,
and then it dropped. The aggro dropped on the ads, and you're like, I can't bring them back. I think it was.
They slow me, so people were like,
"Oh no!"
If they go away from me, like you guys I have to either get the spell, or I'm screwed.
You have to bring them back.
Yeah,
it's just really funny. Like
Thunder Fury only hits 5 ads, so
time or what?
When it procs, yeah.
Wow. I mean, that's still really freaking good for Classic.
It is, but like if I resist or something,
No, I know. I mean,
not bad either.
And every warrior is gonna run in and immediately whirlwind. So,
Well, the healers got aggro from healing.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, that was
taking a lot of damage.
I died trying to save somebody.
Well, I think honestly it was because we knew that you were going to be facing something you hadn't faced before, which is every single one of them with one sword. And so we were like, okay, we're just going to really push it. But I think we were doing too much.
Well, So not even that. Like, what is the effort that it took the entire guild to get you that sword? Because
a lot of gold that I spent.
yeah, because price wise, like people chipped in thousands of gold to help you get that.
Not only that,
Virus
I
chipped in,
mean,
3,000.
every
Yeah,
and then
but
like
that's the thing. So it requires what 10 elementium bars or something.
Yeah, and you need 100 Arcanite bars to make 10.
And each of those is 100 gold.
Pretty much. I already had.
Right, but I mean, like the total cost of that item is 10,000 gold in game, like outright. If you were to just buy it.
Well, it's more than that.
Well, right.
Flux is 12.
everybody's actually
You
selling
need 3 per.
right.
So that's 36 gold per bar, and you need 10 bars, so that's 360 gold for 10.
No, I know, but I mean, like, this is just the gold, which isn't like something everybody has. Like, not a single person tends to have 10,000. If anything, 1,000 is probably very well off in the game. 2,000, you're like very well off. But 10K coming in from like a bunch of people, like it just took the guild
That's
being
Zool and T range.
well, yeah, no, it took the guild to give you money to help you build this item that took forever just to fucking collect and try to build.
Yeah.
Yep, it was mainly just T.
Yeah.
I mean,
he
yeah,
he
but I
always put
mean,
in so much.
I'm still saying, like, a lot of people still try to help and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So,
regardless, I think he's just in awe of how
oh yeah,
how much work and effort went into it.
yeah.
I hope too. I gave him some plants to sell or something. I don't know.
Aw.
Yeah.
And I mean,
You gave me a lot. That's 100. I can make 50 mongoose potions with what you gave me.
and I mean,
Holy
remember,
shit.
Oscar even showed up that night after we killed him, like 2 hours later or
I
something.
know.
Dude,
But
the
he-
fucking game wouldn't install. I had even fucking pre-bought my subscription. The fucking piece of shit. I should have launched it before just to try it. I had to
I didn't know
I had to
how it
uninstall it and reinstall it. I was like, this is bullshit.
I remember it was like after, and then it's like 5 minutes later, and then you're like, "Oh, dude, is that Oscar?" And they're like, "He's like, I logged in just for this. That's a waste of $12, or what did you say?"
$15. That's the waste of $15.
It was so funny. Yeah, you're really not gonna log back in.
No.
Oh,
Mita
come
says she'll
on.
play your shaman for a few.
No, I will not.
She said, yeah.
No, I will not.
Why would she even want to?
Because everybody needs him. Like, honestly, you can gear the hell out.
Yeah.
It's already decently geared.
They're just so useful for forever, really, forever of Classic.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
See how important you are, Oscar?
Yeah, it's just the totems that are important, not really me. Let's
Yeah.
be honest.
No.
I mean, there you go, dude.
Every
Wrapped on-
time Eric's all like, we just need you for your totems, dude.
Yeah, so you can just DPS.
Yeah,
God.
nah, see, that was the thing that like I said, like, I don't like this, like, new WoW where it's like min-maxing, it's like you gotta go a certain build or you can't do shit.
I mean, that was before too. That did not change.
No, I know, but like, even now you're like, you have to have certain items or people don't want you, and you have to be a certain spec or people don't want you. Like, you
I'm
can't play
saying
Elemental.
That never changed.
No, well, that's
I mean, you
boring.
gotta admit, yeah. Once people figure out that something is better than the other, if you're not that one thing, they don't care about you or they don't want you.
Yeah, no, I get
So
that.
Like, you know, in Smite, you go Guardian and then you're trying to go spell damage. It doesn't. It can work,
Mhm.
but doesn't mean it will work. You know.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, you
you'll-
still do well,
okay
but
for
see,
sure.
that's the thing. Like, you can't play what you want, and I understand. Like in Smite, it's the same thing, and I guess in WoW it's the same thing. But I don't know. I just didn't like that you couldn't do that. Like, what's even the point of having Elemental? And I didn't want to play healer, and Brandon wouldn't let me play the other one, whatever the other one was, melee.
You can, but it's more. Those are for PvP. Like if you
Yeah.
wanted to PvP, like hell yeah. Because Elemental, pretty much all the PvP gear is for Elemental.
No, what's the melee one?
Enhancement.
Oh yeah, enhancement. That's what I was.
Yeah,
I was enhancement because I leveled up enhancement, and Brandon's like, "Nah, we're not gonna let you raid if you're enhancement." I was like, "Well, then I guess I'm not gonna raid." We're at an hour and 5.
Oh wow, that's actually a lot more than I thought.
Yeah, dude, we've been going for a bit.
I honestly thought it'd be half an hour, but
It feels
cool.
like 5 minutes.
Yeah, we've been chatting for a bit. Yeah, a lot of game talk, mostly from me and Lita.
Yeah, a lot of Smite talk going on, apparently.
And Raft. I think Raft was like 15, 20 minutes.
Oh,
yeah,
Raft,
it
yeah.
was. It's so much fun. Oh, one last game. I started playing that Beats.
Anyways, thank you guys for joining.
Oh,
Just shapes and beats.
yeah, it's so frustrating to play by yourself. It's
Dude, it's so much harder by yourself.
so hard. I have like literally rage quit 3 times already.
Yeah, I've done that a couple times too. It's so hard by yourself. Like, it's fun as fuck, and the music is great, but damn.
The music is so much fun, but you're so frustrated.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, I just learned what to do in that part, and then I have to do the whole thing over again and remember to hit that one specific spot. And it's
Yeah.
like, oh, so hard.
Yeah, that's why it
Music-
was fun when we all played, because then you can kind of save each other or like have one person make it through.
Yeah, that was really
Yeah. We should do that and get the Overcooked 2. Play that.
yeah.
I liked Overcooked because that shit was hilarious. Not so
You didn't want
much.
to play the other day. I think someone
I
offered.
just don't have it.
I
We
think
should-
Lita offered to buy it for you, and you're like, no.
Buy it for you.
We all have to be in one place though, so we can actually yell at each other.
It is really fun to yell.
Well, you
at
can play online.
Yeah, you
No, we have to yell at
No,
each other
it-
in person.
No,
Oh
you
god.
can still yell at each other.
Oh wait, I forgot Corona's still a thing right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was fun yelling at each other.
No, it definitely was, especially in person when we're all getting drunk. Dude,
Yeah.
seriously, I like honestly, that is one of my favorite videos. Is the one where it's you, or where Edgar, myself, Steve, and Clemente playing, and you're
Mhm.
this is your like first time playing and you're learning the game. Dude, I fucking laughed so much at that fucking episode because it's so fucking funny. Because you're the whole time you're trying to pick up the knife and move it somewhere else so you can chop instead of bringing the stuff to the chopping board. And then Clemente is just fucking frustrated. He throws food away, and then and Steve and I don't notice because we're kind of doing our own thing. And then we literally stop for like 30 seconds to a minute, and just literally just standing there. You guys like stop putting stuff on the conveyor belt. Like, dude, we haven't done anything because you guys can't chop.
That's so funny.
Was that me?
No, that was Edgar.
Oh.
It was Edgar.
I don't even. I don't know. Like in my mind, everything's. I don't know. It's
He's
such
like,
a
"It's
weird
totally
game.
fine."
Because so much you have to interact with and
It's
get
so
together.
hard. It's
Yeah.
so hard.
Dude,
It's
but
so-
I mean, you picked it up right away because we did that one, and then like the next time we did it, like we aced it, and then you're like, okay,
Yeah.
it makes so much sense now. You're like, I got it.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the first time is always going to be super difficult because you have to understand all the mechanics of what's going on around you. Because you got
Yeah,
shit that's shifting, you got things that are moving. Your
Yeah.
workstation might change, and you might have to go on a blimp that just happens to separate from the entire fucking cart for like 10 seconds, and then
oh
come.
yeah,
And you're like, okay, so I need you guys to throw me this amount of stuff because I can cut it
Yeah.
while I'm up in the fucking blimp
I
or whatever.
can cut. Throw me something.
Yeah, and then I think we were playing too because you can literally throw shit now.
yeah.
So we're like, all right, throw stuff. We're like,
You
chuck-
can throw stuff in one.
Oh, well, I mean, now we're learning new techniques. You know,
Yeah.
it's been a
Yeah, because in one they had those portals, and we had to throw it through the portals and stuff, or
Wait,
something
there's
like that.
portals?
I don't know if you played that part. I think it was Steve.
I played the portal.
that in two or
the second
one?
It's in one. There's the
Oh.
one. There's stuff in the first one too, where there's like you can go through teleporters, and when you're on the cart, you can or on the cars you can throw stuff across.
Oh,
Oh wow.
Yeah. I don't know. The game is fun. It's just really
it
frustrating.
really is.
I'm still mad that we got stuck on the pizza thing and just never got past that. Like it was bullshit because we did so like we had everything down and I feel like we had a good rhythm, but we still
Yeah.
somehow just could not get 3 stars.
Was that the ghost one or which one?
No, the pizza.
Pizza.
The ghost pizza.
What?
I thought it was like a haunted pizzeria or something like that.
I mean,
Like,
it was maybe like a dark light. Yeah, maybe it was a spooky pizza thing. Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I remember because
How
I'm like,
would
we
you
tried so many
How would
And
you
it-
remember?
and it has like shifting things.
stations.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
I remember because we fucking got stuck on it and it was frustrating as fuck. That's how I
No,
remember.
I remember it because we've never been back to it.
Yeah.
We failed.
All right, we're at an hour 10 then. Anything
All
else?
right. Eddie.
Video games. That's what you do during COVID, guys.
Yeah.
Get on
Yeah.
it.
The Vidya games.
Oh, we do this without COVID. What are you talking about?
That too.
That is true.
Let's help us do it more comfortably.
I'm just trying to, verify or
Cool.
what is it?
What is happening?
I have
I'm
no
sorry.
idea.
But I'm just trying to say what we're doing is okay right now.
Oh yeah, we're saving the world by doing nothing.
Exactly.
Hey, where are you guys at, by the way?
Home?
Right. Yeah. Thanks for saving the world, guys.
We're in a pay-by-hour motel out in the middle of
Nowhere.
the border of California and
Bro,
Arizona.
so at least that's some decency, dude. God.
No, I'm just kidding, but we are out near the Arizona-California border.
Yeah.
We're gonna spend some
We're in a
time by
hotel.
ourselves at a river.
Yeah.
'Cause why not? It's summer, right?
That's everybody's mentality. That's the problem.
I know. But
Hey, at least we didn't go to Vegas.
wow,
Well,
Right. That's right.
Eric, you gonna
Eric.
take that?
They started opening stuff up, you know. Right?
I know.
It's not my fault.
I like
you
your
know.
excuses. Well, if they're doing it, then I mean, at least ours isn't as bad. That's not an excuse.
We're still wearing our masks and we're like staying away from people. So
No, I mean,
You see, right now we're wearing them to protect you guys too.
yeah.
I think people
okay.
stay away from you more than
Anyways, Eric, take us out. Enough of this
I don't want
COVID talk.
You don't have to listen to her, dude. It's fine.
Anyways, you guys enjoyed us today, or today, this morning, whatever time.
This morning. It's 9
And-
a.m. Welcome to Coffee Talk with Us.
well, Lita, I don't know if you know this, but our podcast releases at 7 a.m. every Monday
I know,
morning.
but I'm just saying nobody listens to it that early.
I
Eric
honestly
does.
I listen to it on my drives home.
Have you listened to the last episode?
Yeah.
Did you see the name of it?
I don't remember what it was, but yes, I saw the name.
It was Congratulations, Edgar and Rita.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Yep.
I think I even saw that when I was browsing
Such a
too.
rat. Anyways, Eric, do it. Do the thing.
I was
Dude,
trying
I did
to
it.
really fucking interrupt.
I mean, yeah, he already did
Do
the thing.
again. Do it again. That's a rewind. Do it again.
Wow. I'm sorry.
Anyway,
I'll mute her.
well, thank you guys for joining us. Again, we're all strength.
No ends.
Rick.
This was Edgar.
I'm Lita.
And Oscar.
All have a good day.
Yeah.
See you next time.
Bye.